Hello everyone, this is Riyadh from Kami here, and today we're going to get S rank on the Destroy Weaponized Mining Ship mission in Chapter 1 of Armored Core 6. We'll get into my loadout in just a little bit, but for now, let us hop right into the mission.
Time for a little self-promotion.
Alright, so for this mission you want to have an armored core that is quite fast and has a lot of aerial maneuverability. For that I have equipped the Alula 21E booster, and that'll help you assault boost and fly around the ship more easily. As you're approaching the ship, you want to make a beeline for the back end while avoiding all the minor enemies along the way. You will have to avoid the big eye laser as you're approaching the back of the ship, but it shouldn't be too hard as long as you keep using assault boost. The laser can't track you super well, so as long as you're moving parallel to it, you'll be able to dodge the laser just like I did there. Also, when you get close, you'll see this hill. You want to approach this hill from below so that you're shielded from the laser, like right there. And then you want to start targeting one of the legs, the back leg that the mission marks for you. Also, take out this one enemy that's right here on top of the hill so they don't pepper you with shots and decrease your AP. As for the guns I have equipped, I have two laser handguns that I've been using. Their ammo cost is fairly low and they do a fair bit of damage. Also, when you're shooting this leg, you want to use quick boost on occasion to dodge the annoying missiles that rain down on you from above. Like that. So this leg doesn't have a huge amount of AP, so you can take it down in like 10-15 seconds or so. After that, you want to wait until the ship collapses a bit. Also be wary of the missiles, like I almost forgot to there. And just, yeah, wait for the ship's leg to explode so that the back end gets low enough for you to get on top of it. So at this point you can fly over now, aim for the platforms that are closest to you, and just tap your boost, your jump button as you go along so you could make it to subsequent points. I missed there because I got stuck underneath a ledge, but it doesn't decrease your time too much. You want to be careful here, so take your time if you need to. Retrying a jump takes less time than if you fall down and have to climb the ship all the way from the bottom again. So after you get past the back part, you want to move over to this rotating platform and take out the first of the sub-generators, which should take you only about 2 or 3, maybe 4 shots from the laser handguns. You also want to avoid using missiles as much as possible because they consume ammo quite a lot, and ammo consumption costs really detract from your S ranking, so you want to avoid that. Next, make your way around to the 3 other sub-generators. It doesn't really matter what order you take, but I go for the one on the right side of the ship first. I go to the middle one next, which requires you to hop up above on top of the back of the Strider. It takes me a couple tries here because of how many platforms are in the way. And you want to get behind cover as the laser of the ship is aiming at you so you avoid damage as much as possible. So there I take out the third sub-generator, the one that's on the back of the Strider. Then I go over to the one on the left. I wait for the laser to stop shooting, mostly, and then I take out the final of the sub-generators, which means now all we have to do is take out the eye itself. There are platforms on either side of the front of the ship, right here, that will cover you from both the laser and the missiles that the eye shoots. So what you want to do is repeatedly hop up and down and pepper the eye with your laser handguns or whatever weapon you choose, and you want to stay below as it's shooting its missiles and its laser, just so you avoid as much damage as possible. The laser handguns do a pretty fair bit of damage on the eye, so it shouldn't take you too long, and also, once more, the laser handgun's ammo cost is fairly low. Just make sure not to overheat them too much. I overheat them a bit here, so I have to wait a bit, but it's not too much of a cooldown, thankfully, because the laser handguns are pretty efficient. And that's how you take out the eye. Next, all you have to do is flee from the ship after Handler Walter gives you the cue to do so. but you need to wait for him to do so, because right now the bottom of the ship is an out of area zone. However, once Walter gives you the go-ahead, then you're free to fly off the ship. And it's pretty easy to get far away from the ship before it blows up. Just make sure you use assault boost in the initial exit, just so you get clear of the most dangerous part. However, at this point where I am now, you're pretty safe. You can just land right here, but I like to make my way over to this little resting spot for immersion related reasons, of course.
The Strider's blowing itself up. A fitting end for something built to fail.
So this mission took me about an hour's worth of tries to get S rank on. I was playing around with what weapons would be the best in terms of damage output and ammunition cost. When we get to the endgame screen, I'll point out what exact parameters you need to meet for you to get S rank on this mission. Alright, so you need to take less than $5,000 worth of damage and use less than 15,000 worth of ammo to get S rank on this mission. Also, you want to complete it in as little time as possible. It took me about 6 minutes to do so, so if you're under that mark, then you're good. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you out, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Happy hunting, mercs!